Hey guys, welcome to mini stretch series number 4. Today is going to be all about your shoulders. So it's going to be about a 20-minute follow along video. It might be a little bit longer just because there's a lot of angles to be attacking when it comes to the shoulders. So I just wanted to give you a nice rounded follow along video for you. The only thing that you need today is going to be a PVC pipe and then something soft to lay on because there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to be using to be on the ground. So yoga mat, something of that nature. So the very first thing that we're going to do, we're going to start with our neck circles, neck flexion. We're just going to tuck the chin down. We're going to do 10 reps. So tuck the chin, trying to maintain a nice tall back of the neck here, so we're not crunching down, but we're just a nice little tuck this way, and then keeping that spine nice and long. We don't want to crunch, but we just want to look up, try to draw our chin as tall as we can to the ceiling, and then back down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to go side to side. So we're going to start try to get as much as we can over our left shoulder here, our right shoulder here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to do circles. So we're going to start by bringing our ears close to our shoulders as we can, and then we're going to draw our chin down. Try to create a nice stretching feeling until we rotate to the other side. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're drawing our chin up towards the ceiling to go to the back side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Our next thing that we're going to do, arms at the side, little dynamic stretches here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, switch arm is on top, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now you can stand for this. This is fine. I'm just kneeling. So for space. 1, we're going to flexion and extension. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure your ribs don't expand too much. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Next thing we're going to do, this guy is going to circle around and bend behind. Yes. We're going to circle around, bend. This one's going to come behind our head. This one's going to come in front of us too. So we're trying to stretch the tricep and the lat on the one that's the arm that's up. And just try to relax. Try to swing. Try to use gravity to help assist you, just to warm up those shoulders a little bit more in a dynamic way. 2 more on each side. And excellent. All right, next thing that we're going to do, ATYL stretches. So you can do this. We're going to be facing down, but the idea is we're going to be holding for 1.5 minutes in each direction. A, T, Y, and L. That's the position that our arms are going to be. So we start with the A, the T, the Y, the L. Now, we're going to do one side at a time, and what we're doing is really opening up all aspects of the front of the shoulder. So let me go ahead and start the timer, and we're going to start in the A position, and what we're going to do is you're actually going to turn away. So the A is on the ground, and you're going to press the shoulder down and back, and you're going to open up to feel a nice stretch in the front of the shoulder here. This arm can help assist. Your legs can be however feels comfortable to get that nice stretch in the front of the shoulder. I like to separate my legs like this. And then if you want, if this is not challenging enough of a stretch, your arm should also be straight behind, just to let you know, no bending of that arm, that's what we're actually straightening or stretching. And this other arm can come up like this, right? If you need a little bit more of a challenge. So we've already been here for about 30 seconds. And your head can relax, it can be up, whatever feels comfortable for you. We're really just looking for a nice stretch in the front. And we have 30 seconds left in this A position. Just breathe. Keep checking in with your shoulder, making sure it stays down and back. We have 20 seconds left, so you can get a little bit deeper in the stretch. Again, this stretch, you don't want to go too far too fast. Start slow, and then as you spend more time in it, then we can slowly open up. We have 10 seconds left here. Remember, you don't have to have your arm here, you can also have it right here. And we're going to slowly come on out of that. Now we're going to go to the T position. So just move this arm to the T like this. Same thing, draw the shoulder down and back. Whatever you need to do, you can just have your hand here to help assist. But we're opening up, and we're just getting a different angle in the front of that shoulder. I find this is a really great stretch, so I'm going to do this, but no worries. You can keep your hand on the ground, whatever works best for you. And breathe while you're in this position. Try to relax. There should be no pain in this. If there's pain, you went too far too soon, so back off the stretch a little bit, and then you can slowly come back into it. And we're going to have about 30 seconds left here. And breathe. Think about breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. About 10 seconds left here. Again, you should start to feel a little bit deeper. Go deeper into the stretch. Good, and we're going to come out of that. Okay, the next one is going to be the Y. This is going to be a pretty challenging one, so you might not go very far, and that is okay, but shoulder wants to stay down and back. The palm stays down. Open up. And hold. Now you might feel this one a little bit more into your armpit. That is right. You should be feeling this is going to get a little bit more into your pec minor. That's why it's a little bit more tricky than the first two that we did. You see, I don't even need to open up in this position. I'm finding a great stretch with just helping use, with this hand helping use a little bit of this, just a slight little push. Try to get my chest open a little bit more. Remember, your shoulder stays down and back. Try to relax. You might feel a little tingling in your hands. That's normal. Palm down. Try to keep your elbows straight as you do this. And we're going to have about 30 more seconds here. Again, your leg can be here. It can be here. I like to keep it straight and actually reach my toe to the back corner of the wall. That helps really get me into a nice little turn without tensing too much, like keeping too much tension in the legs. We have about 10 more seconds here, then we're going to do our final L position on this side, and then we'll go ahead and redo the other side. Okay, go ahead and come out of it. Now, our L position, think about our hands here. You should be at a 90-degree angle. The elbow should be right out from your shoulder. Same thing, keep your shoulder down and back. Press and open up. This one also might be a little bit tougher than the first two that we did, and we're going to hold here for a minute and a half. Again, palm stays down, shoulder stays down and back. We're really just trying to open up the front of that shoulder and into the pec. And breathe. Again, you don't want to push too hard too soon with this one. You really just want to kind of slowly creep into it, getting a little bit more tense as your body gets comfortable in the position. So we're going to have about 30 more seconds here, and then we'll come out and we'll switch sides. This is called the ATYL stretch. Good. 5 seconds, come out slowly. Excellent. I'm going to move to face this way so that way you can see my face. The same thing. We start with the A, so this arm in the back is in this nice A position, palm down. So face down on the ground, use this hand, open up the shoulder, keep that shoulder down and back. And again, I like to reach that leg, and we'll hold here for a minute and a half. Keep checking in with your shoulder, rotating down and back. We have a minute left here. So I've already done 30 seconds. And again, whatever you need to do with the leg. Here, here. I like this position. 45 more seconds. Just remember to breathe. This might not be a crazy intense stretch. This one's usually a little bit better to manage. It's really the last two that we start to get a little bit more intense. 30 seconds left here. And then we'll slowly come out of that. So just make sure that you're breathing. I like to think in through the nose, out through the mouth. See if you can allow yourself to open up a little bit more to the ceiling, your chest to the ceiling. 10 seconds here. Use this hand to get a little bit deeper in the stretch, or you can always come to this position. All right, rotate out of that. Now we're going to the T, so your arms should be directly at a 180-degree angle. Same thing, shoulder down and back, open up. Palm stays facing down. I mean, if it's really challenging for you, you can let your palm rotate, but ideally we want that palm facing down. You also don't need to have your hand here. You can have your hand right here. So you have 1 more minute in this position. Just breathe, see if you can push a little bit further into it. We have 30 seconds left. Smile, this one is not the most pleasant in the entire world until you're comfortable with it a little bit. It's a weird feeling at first. We have 15 seconds left. Breathe, sink a little bit deeper, allow that chest to try to open up a little bit more. And then go ahead and roll on out of that. Now we go to the Y position, which is above here. Keep your elbows straight. Same thing, shoulder down and back. This one might be a little bit challenging for you. So we're holding here. Oof. And this is a tight one for me. Keep the elbow straight, palm down. Breathe into it. Again, you don't have to go super hard, super fast, so you can just slowly rotate into this one. We've already been here for 30 seconds, so we have 1 more minute here. All of these we're stretching for a minute and a half, so 90 seconds apiece. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Try to relax. And we have 30 seconds left. See if you can get a little bit deeper into it. Again, this position is a little intense, I know. But the more you do it, the more it should feel like it's starting to open up. 15 seconds left, and we'll come out of that, and we'll go to our very last position, lying face down. Good. Now let's go to the L position. Hands 90 degrees, your elbow should be right out next to your shoulder, out from your shoulder, shoulder down and back, and we open up. And just try to relax. This is it. This is the last one. I know ATYL stretches can be intense. Good, we've already been here for 30 seconds. We have 1 minute left. Good, about 45 seconds, we're halfway there. So you can push a little bit further into it. 30 seconds left. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Try to release any tension from any other place in the body. 10 seconds left. And rotate out. Good. This next time, and this next guy, we're gonna do the posterior delt. So the leg that you're stretching, we're actually gonna be face down. We're going to, I'll do it facing this way for you. So go ahead and rotate onto your shoulder like this. Shoulder stays packed back, so that way it's not elevating up towards your ear. And what we're gonna do is actually turn the body to be on top of this. Now, if this is a good enough stretch for you, try to keep this elbow straight and reaching with this hand. This is not, if this is a good stretch and you want to go a little bit deeper, what you can do is actually always bring this leg up. So you're actually going to be rotating more and making yourself more square to the ground, and then also reaching with this arm. And we're just hanging out here. We're going to do this one for 1.5 minutes as well. We've already been in here for 30 seconds. You're going to just relax your head on the ground. Just keep trying to square your shoulders off to the ground. And you don't have to lift this leg. The leg, if this is a good enough stretch, you can stay down here. But we are want to reach with this hand up here. I like this stretch. We're going to have 30 more seconds here. Fifteen seconds. Good, go ahead and allow that. I'll face you again, so we want to make sure that the shoulder stays down and back here. So we don't want to elevate it to the ceiling or to your ear. And now we're going to rotate, turn our shoulders to square off towards the floor, reach with this opposite arm, and then if you need a little extra stretch, go ahead and lift that leg up, and we sit. Good, we have about 30 seconds already. Thirty seconds left. Again, you don't have to have this leg come up, but I like this stretch. This feels good for me. 20 seconds left. Really try to square the shoulders off. 10 seconds. Good, come on out of that. And next we're going to do our shoulder extension. So what we're going to do, we're trying to bring our arms around the back like this. And we want to actually scooch ourselves a little bit forward. Keep our elbows straight, but we're trying to get our pinkies as close as they can behind us. If you can't, that's okay. You also don't have to go as far. So this is where your shoulders allow you to really feel like that nice stretch in the front, and this is where it is. But what I want you to do, we're not sitting like this, letting our shoulders round forward. We're actually squeezing the shoulder blades together so that way we can keep this nice and open. I'm gonna walk my hands down, and then I can also walk my butt this way. So try to think about keeping your ribs in, your abdominals engaged as we do this. We've already been here for 30 seconds. We're gonna stay 1.5 minutes in this position. We're halfway there. Okay, you have 30 seconds left. Make sure that shoulder stays open wide, chest stays wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. 15 seconds left here. This one could be a little bit intense. So again, we want to slowly work our way into this. We got 8 seconds left. And slowly come out of that. Good. Shake it out a little bit. All right, the very last thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna do internal rotation stretch. So similar to how we were doing before, but I want you thinking about shoulder down and back here, so we want to keep it away from your ears. Our arm's going to be at about a 90-degree angle, flat wrist. Relax your head. If you have something, you can actually use like a yoga block to place your head. And what we're going to do is just gently press down, okay? To about the point where you feel a nice stretch. And what we're going to do now is go through a series of, I want you to think about pressing into this hand that's pressing down. So we're actually going to go through a series of contract and relax. So you're actually going to press up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to use this top hand and you're going to press down. So we're going to try to get a little bit more deeper into the end range. Same thing, using the hand that you're stretching, press up for about 5 seconds or so, contract, 5 to 10 seconds, and then using this hand, relax and press down. And again, press up into the top hand and relax, press that hand down. One more. We're going to press up, 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 up towards the ceiling. Try not to actually move the hand too much, so it's really just about activating, getting a nice little contraction, and then using that top hand, press down. Good. Switch sides. Same thing, shoulder stays down and back away from the ear. We bend the hand, this wrist stays neutral, and then we press using this top hand down to the floor. And again, if you need a yoga block, something to put your head, feel free. Try to keep this arm at about a 90-degree angle. And we're gonna hold this for like 30 seconds or so, and then we're gonna go through the contract and relax again. So we have about 10 seconds left here. And then I want you to, using your bottom hand, the arm that you're stretching, I want you to press into the top hand. So ready? A 5-10 second contraction, nice and slow, ramping it up. Press, 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 press. And then using this top hand, relax this bottom hand, and we can go a little bit deeper into the stretch. And again, using that bottom hand here, press into the top hand. Nice, slow, controlled activation. And then using the top hand, relax the bottom hand, we can press a little bit further. And again, press up, using that bottom hand, up, up, up. Using that top hand, relax. Nice. And that's that. This is the very last thing that we're gonna do. Take the PVC pipe, and we're just gonna go through a little bit of some shoulder dislocates. You can stand when doing this. What I just want you to make sure is that your ribs stay nice and isolated in. And however wide that you need to go to maintain that your elbows are straight, we're gonna circle all the way down our back. Good. Keep the ribs in, and at the top you can actually let your shoulders go up towards your ears and then bring them back down again. And we'll go through this 10 times. It's 2 up and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together here. Keep those ribs in, up and down. I'll show from the side. 3, ribs in, up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Awesome. So there is a mini stretch series. I might have gone a little bit over 20 minutes, but we had a lot of really good ones in there. Feel free, if any of those were really great, use those in your own training, or you can always save this video, pop it along when you really need to open up your shoulders, so that way you can follow along at another time. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon.